Morning tubers, day 2 of the washing machine saga. I'll be honest, I was losing the plot a bit yesterday. I cut a lot of footage out because getting the bearings out and basically everything about this job has been a pain in the arse, I'll be honest. I'm still not sure why they think gluing these things together is a good idea, but it's coming from a manufacturing background, and whether I was trying to save money and get a robot to do a man's job, it's probably down to that. But when you're trying to do a job like this, it just doesn't make anything easy at all. So yesterday I left it where I'd stuck it together with some sticks left it overnight. Even though it says it dries in 15 minutes, I left it overnight. So what I want to do today is give it a bit of a water test to make sure there's no major leaks, and see where I go from there. This will tell whether what I've done is any good and it's worth putting it back together, or whether what I've done is rubbish and we need to look for a new machine. Whichever way, you know, I'll sort it out. I've got the money for a new machine, but I don't like throwing things away. This throwaway culture I just don't like. I'd rather try and fix, like the old war days, the make, do and mend. I'd rather do that than just go out and buy something new and basically trash something that only has a little issue. It's like binning your car because a wheel bearing's gone. Doesn't make sense. But anyway, I'm waffling. Let's get it water tested, make sure I'm happy to put it back in, and then get it back in the machine, get the machine rebuilt. Not going to take loads of footage of that because I took hours of footage yesterday and didn't use a quarter of it. So I'll keep it short and sweet, and let's see if it works. Either today will be a good day or be looking for a new machine. We will see. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Well, the good news seems to be I haven't got any leaks. I know it's not a thorough test by any means, but I've put water in it, I've swirled it around. I can't see any leaks from the joints, I can't see any leaks from the bearing or the seal, so I can only assume I did a good job. Hey, go me! Right, let's start reassembling. You know those moments in life where you kind of go, I've just had one. Let me just fill you in here. So obviously I've got the drum back in again now, got the washing machine waiting. I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to trying to put that seal back on again. That's going to be fun. But I just said to the missus, I said, I've just tested it and it doesn't seem to be leaking, so I'll put it all back together. She went, oh, that's a shame, because I kind of wanted a new Samsung machine, because apparently they use air as well and they clean really well and they're getting good reviews. Oh, there. Here's the fun point.
There you go, it's in. I hope.
Hey.
I was expecting that to be really difficult.
Well, the next element of fun is getting that front seal on. I've got the wire tucked behind there, and hopefully when I've got the seal on I can wrap it around to hold it onto the drum. But oh my god, it's it's proving a bit of a challenge, to say the least. I'm assuming that what happens when these drums come, they come pre-assembled, and then they glue this seal onto the front here, because that seems pretty much glued on there. So yeah, I suppose when you're assembling the things it's an awful lot easier, but I am not, and I'm having to deal with manufacturing processes, let's call it that. Right, the seal's on, the band is in place. Hilarious at the bottom, because the counterweight that goes on the bottom obscures any access to getting the bottom bit of the seal on. Yeah, all good fun. This is when manufacturing processes don't help the common person trying to fix things, but they don't want you to fix things, they want you to throw things away. No, Hotpoint, I'm not throwing it away. Well, it's looking more like a washing machine. So drum in, obviously. Got the seal clip on, wasn't that a pain in the backside. Stabilisers are on, I've got the pump back in, and that's all bolted up now. Motor back in, and the belt back on again. So now turn it on its feet again and start working for the top down. At the moment, I don't know whether I want to say it, but I'm going to tempt fate. It is going pretty easy. So watch it all go wrong from now on in. Catch you in a bit.
How are you getting on?
Terrible. Nothing's going right.
Why?
No, it's actually going alright. Assembly's not too bad, to be honest. That was a pain, that rubber. But I got it on in the end, bit of perseverance, bit of Reeves tenacity. Yeah, just putting the counterweight on. Got the hot air flow on for the tumble dry bit. All pump, motor, that's all on. Just the drawer and the water feed to put on. And then we're almost there.
And all that's on the table?
That's just the front panel and braces, that's not too much.
Alright.
Literally a 10-minute job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're almost there then?
Yeah, apart from that spring end in place, you didn't put it in very well, did you?
I thought I did. Well, you saw me.
Yeah, it's just popped out.
I was going to say, it was in.
Oh God, I say no biggie. It's a strong old spring. Watch me grot myself now.
Careful. Don't scratch my machine.
Yeah, you saying that basically didn't help.
There you go. Job done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, that's all right.
And that's assuming you've got all of the electrics in the right place.
Of course I have. I took pictures of the electrics.
Oh, did you?
So I know exactly where they went. But to be honest, most of them will only go in one place.
Oh, fair
It's
enough.
like most assembly. When it's I'm assembling engines on the line, like I used to do many years ago.
Oh, crikey, that was a long
That was a
time.
very long time ago. Everything had its place, and every place was marked. That's the good thing about assembly processes. But the bad thing is, everything's component now and comes in from all over the world and gets bolted together by mainly robots. And then when you come and do things like this, the common man struggles his ass off. But yeah, getting there.
Good. Excellent. Right, well, I'll leave you to it and come back shortly, yeah?
Thanks for that.
No worries. Say bye.
Bye. Well, folks, she's back together. Everything's assembled. And now all I've got to do is put it back in the hole and see if it works. Tense moment, but fingers crossed. Let's see how we get on. Bear with. Okay, she's back in place. We're going to stick something in it now and see what happens. But it's turned on. You can see the lights are on, ready to go. There's no pools of water so far, but to be fair, it hasn't filled up yet. So we'll stick something in it and see how it goes. It's nice and quiet. You ready?
Ready?
This is going to be a quick wash.
Just a quick one.
Ooh.
What have you done to this? I've got that all nice and clean.
Yeah, right. It's switched on already. Right, start putting this pressed. It's filling up. It's turning.
Quietly.
All looking good so far. Are you investigating, Ted, or are you just looking for things you can eat?
Goodness. sake, Teddy.
What's he doing now? Eating plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy dog will eat anything.
You always find what the Hoover doesn't get, don't you?
Cable ties, that's what that is. Bits of cable
Oh,
tie.
is that what it is?
Right, we'll come back in 5 or 10 minutes and see how we get on. Our survey says... we've got a leak. We'll fetch it out and see if it's something that's obvious and something that can be fixed. But to be honest, if it's coming from the drum, then all my work's been wasted. Yeah, slightly annoying because I thought we'd sorted it, but oh well. There is a leak, and the leak's got to be sorted. Right, let's pull it out in a second and see where it's coming from. So I really couldn't see any evidence where this leak might be coming from. I did suspect the seal because it was such a pain in the backside. Obviously you've got to suspect the drum as well, but I can't see any evidence of the drum leaking. So what I'm going to try and do is leave the top off, got it all plumbed back in again, run it for a minute or two, see if it's obvious. Don't know, bit of a mystery. Right, well I kind of admit defeat, and I probably should have done what some people have done on the internet. I should have bolted this together, but to be honest I've lost all faith in this now. The sticks like nothing, doesn't bloody stick, it's a load of rubbish. So that's the end of that basically. It was spinning and all of a sudden there was an almighty clatter in the drums, as you can see, basically split into two parts. So I've had enough now. It's scrap. We'll get a new one. They would be happy about that.
Well, you were so close. What a shame.
Yeah, well, I think it's my own fault. I think I should have bolted it like people have said. But to be honest, when you look at it, there ain't much room to bolt stuff through.
No.
You're not meant to fix them. It really is that simple, I think. So, anybody wants some spares? Everything's good on it, apart from
the drum.
Apart from the drums fell to bits. And I really did glue that in tight. But yeah, I think once you split them, that's it. It's game over. Oh well, such is life. So, what have we learnt today? Well, we've learnt you can waste your whole weekend on one project, but it's only my time, and I've got very little else to do because it's raining. So, annoying, but so be it. Lesson 2. In hindsight, yeah, I could probably have drilled out the drum and I could put some bolts through it, but to be honest, there's not much to go at. And I think if I did that, probably more dangerous drilling through the drum anyway, to be honest. Lesson 3. Companies don't want you to fix things anymore. Beyond me. I mean, I've done that on washing machines years ago, and the drums came apart. There was a seal in the middle, there was screws, nuts and bolts holding them together. You could quite easily change the bearings without much problem at all. But we live in a throwaway society, and I'm sorry, but that's got to change. I know companies have to make a profit, they have to sell their goods, but not to be able to fix things, that's crazy. Yeah, it's like throwing your PC away when it blue screens, like I said before, throwing your car away when the wheel bearing goes. It's not right. But there you go, it's a crazy world.